Hi, this is Brad with Copper Creek Cuts, a lawn care company in Northeast Florida. You have seen some community posts on the Ernst HIVIZ toolbox organizers, but wanted to do kind of an overview video of all the pieces that we got and how they work. They have a ton of different options. They actually even have a few more if you aren't married to this HIVIZ color, which if you know me, you know yes I am. But for instance, we have here a screwdriver gripper. So this lets you easily carry screwdrivers if you need to be mobile and you want them gripped so they don't move around. We've got wrench holders, and you can get these again in grip or non-grip versions. We've got both, we'll show you. We've got plier organizers for pliers, or maybe you've got some wrenches that you want to stand up. We've got tool socket organizers, which this is actually my favorite, and we'll take a look at how I've beautified my drawers. And then we've got a bit holder too. So if you've got lots of bits you need to organize. But that's one of the things I like most about Ernst is the fact that they have pretty much any type of organizer for any tool that you could have. So first thing we'll look at are screwdrivers. This version, you saw the stubby grippy one that I just showed you. This version is for more of an open design that's going to be readily accessible. There's a center style that allows you to place the, I don't know what you call that, the shaft of the screwdriver, and then something that holds the handles. You can get them several ways. This one has a magnetic strip on it. We've also got some really nice trays in several sizes. So you can see here's one of our larger ones that have quite a few different compartments. For me, these are going to be dedicated to hardware. And the other good thing is that these are stackable, and when they stack, they lock in place. And here you can see these grooves that will seat into the channel of the box below it. Now, of course, this is a smaller version of this, so these don't mate together. Got 3 of those stacked in, and it utilizes pretty much all of this drawer, which is really nice. Another one of these shallow drawers that's perfect for the longer container. You can see I got all my Allen wrenches in here. Good old wrench drawer. Nothing like having a nice organized wrench drawer. So this is an example of one of those grippy ones. We have these little guys that'll actually bite in and hold so that even if we take this out and shake it around, we're not going to lose any. Or you've got more the standard one that we took a look at, which would be like this guy right here that just slots in. So this is also a wall mount if you want to do that. And they have, what do you call those, reversed ones, where you see this one goes small to big, this one goes big to small, so you can optimize your space rather than having, 3 that don't really fit that well. Now for my most favorite drawer. So I think this is probably one of the things I'm most proud of, how this turned out. Just because it looks so nice. Here you can see all of our plier organizers, so that our wrenches and pliers, instead of just laying down flat, are now all vertical. It's much easier to see what I have. More stacked drawer storage here. Again, stacked boxes. These are the smaller sizes, but it's really nice to be able to stack those to maximize space. This drawer and the next are just my rigid power tools. These plier holders actually work really well for these angled tubes of caulk and adhesive as well. I've got a couple of clamps that fit in there. Here's a C-clamp, here's a staple gun. So very quickly, we'll take a look at the Bit Boss. You can see here that I've actually got several of them. So when you get a Bit Boss, you'll have some that hold drivers, longer drivers, and then some that hold your smaller bits. I actually took 2 of them and made one a dedicated bit holder and then one for smaller bits. So here you can see that. Now the nice thing about this is that if you needed to, it's very easy to take one tray out and reorganize things. Push down a little tab here, that's a locking tab, and when you do that, you can slide one of these out and then they'll pop right out. Now I want to tell you, I'm going to show you how we can hold them upside down, but this cobalt fits these bits, and these are not standard bits. These don't have the bottom. So all these black ones are going to fall out, but what you'll see is that all the standard bits, the ones that you're used to with the solid bottoms, they're just going to hold up fine. You can also mix and match these. So let's say you wanted a bit holder and then one of these on a channel. You can just pop these off. You can see here how they hold on with these tabs. If you want to pop those off and move them around, you can. So maybe you've got some really long bits and you need these to face that way, so you've got extra space, you could do that. If you wanted to put some of these bit holders on here, you could. You just pop that off and put it on here. So for this guy, you can see we can sit here and shake it upside down and it's not falling out. Those bits are held in. like I said, when we do the same with this guy, all these black ones are going to fall out. See? Because, oh look, 2 of them held in. Now the same principle applies to sockets, but they've actually done something a little bit more clever. And now we're all locked in. You see here, we've got the little tray we can take around. None of this stuff moves. Look at that socket tray. That's nice. One of the things that I like is that when you get these, they come with all kinds of stickers for labeling. So you can actually go ahead and label all of your sockets. You can see there. I did have a couple of the labels on mine that were, I guess the adhesive had worn off, but they give you so many labels and there's duplicates, so you can just replace those if you need to. This is going to be the same thing. We can turn this upside down and shake. Let me get on this frame there. See that shaking? These things aren't going to fall out. Now part of that again is because we have these rails that are detachable. So we have a lock button right there, and when we press that, we can slide this whole channel to the left, and now it's loose. And now we can take this out if we need to reorganize it. Same as those bit bosses, these black plastic things, you can move them, you can pop them off. When we connect it back on, you see they don't come out unless you twist to the left and then pull. So you see how easy that is? Put it on, twist it to the right, it locks, it won't come out. Twist it to the left, pulls off just like that. So again, gentle pressure, it's not coming off. If I twist to the left, right there, it comes right off. Boop. And now it's still got solid pressure. This, in fact, is so strong that I have loaded up. This is probably between 15 and 20 pounds of deep well impact drivers. It does hold a fair amount of weight if you're flipping them upside down, which again, I don't know why you would be doing that. This is an accessory pack, but as they come, you can get 1/4 inch, you can get 1/2 inch, you can get 3/8 inch drive sizes, and that basically will let you put a 1/4 inch on a 1/4 inch, and then something like this with your 1/2 inch on your 1/2 inch, of course. So they're just bigger lugs. So that's how this system works, but I think I'm most impressed with this one just because it makes such a nice finished product when you've got everything labeled and laid out. But it's really clever too that, you know, you can take these, break these rails down, reorganize things as you need. It's a very modular system, which I like a lot. The other thing you'll get too are holders for your ratchets. They work in pairs basically, so you can put 2 things in at a time. If they're smaller, maybe you can force some more in. And so that's what these brackets here do, is they hold these ratchets horizontally and your extensions, all that good stuff. So they're real easy to just pop out and then put back in when you're done with them. So again, a bit of a brief overview when it comes to Ernst Manufacturing and some of their, what I think are pretty stylish looking organizers. If you've got any questions on these products, leave them in the comments below and I'll try and get to them. You can also check the description for links where there'll be more information where you can check these out. But we'll probably do a 6-month review to see how they hold up. These heavy ones, are they going to crack that tray? Are they going to break the rail system? We'll find out. Are these rails going to strip out over time? We'll find that out too as I use these. Having a spot for everything and knowing where it is and knowing where I need to put it back should help me stay more organized. Before this, I had designated drawers, but I still found myself just throwing stuff on top of countertops. So this is something that's going to help me out a lot. Let me know if it would help you. Maybe you don't have the same kind of self-control issues I have. But anyways, quick look and big thanks to Ernst for giving us all this stuff to show you guys off and to test so we can give you some reviews on it. If you'd like to see some more videos, here's some that YouTube thinks you might like. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it.